Cool. All right, let's keep going with this class. Let's talk about wood materials. Okay, so I'm gonna access here the materials. Let's create again a material so that we can exercise. Let's call it master wood. Okay. If we analyze the wood material here, we need basically it needs to be in an opaque material, then it's not gonna be translucent. A slot for color so that we can change the shade of the wood. It has to have a normal slot so that I can increase and decrease the intensity of the normal. It's also interesting to have a slot for the variation of roughness. Okay, it can be more rough, okay, for example, and where there is no veins, it's more polished, for example. It's also interesting to have an adjustment for the size of the texture to increase and decrease, okay, and maybe an adjustment to increase the bright of this texture, to leave it darker or not, okay. Look at this. It's a more complex material. So let's practice what we learned, okay? As for example, the domain of our material. Surface here, okay. Let's see. Opaque, yeah. And let's see. I'm gonna choose, let's see. Yeah, default lit. Two-sided. No, I don't think so. It's gonna be one side. Okay. So we almost didn't change anything. Okay. Base color, I think it's cool. We adjust the texture, put an adjustment of the texture. Okay. If it's metallic or not. Okay. We can promote to parameter. All right. Adjust the specular, promote to parameter. Adjustment of roughness. I think if you can control if this roughness is polished or not in an independent way. So let's see. Texture sample. For example, is lot selector a texture or not? Let's see the others. Normal. Flatten normal. Okay, remember in the last class we talked about it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And I'm gonna have an adjustment of intensity, a constant of a vector that I'm going to convert to parameter so that it can be adjusted in the material, the instance material. Let's call it normal. Okay. Intensity. All right. Cool. All right. So let's put an adjustment of size of the texture. Do you remember that? Coordinate. Okay. Let's apply a multiplier. Do you remember that? So that we can multiply here. Okay. We learned in the last class that it's a constant, that there is a range that from 0 to 1. Let's call it base color. Oops. Okay, let's call it base color. Okay, tile, right? And let's send the result here. Perfect. Yeah, we did this adjustment here, but it's also interesting that we put these parameters here of coordinate also in roughness and in the normal, okay? So that we're gonna be able to adjust the repetition for them instead of Control C plus Control V and putting in an independent form. we're gonna link like this, okay? We can link with just one adjustment, with just one parameter. I can control the repetition for all the textures. So by controlling here, I can control the type of base color, roughness, and of normal. Okay, perfect. Let's also put one for the specular, a variation for the specular. Okay, let's see. And actually, I'm going to delete this node and I'm going to bring a texture sample. Yeah, that's it. Let's link this here, okay, so that we can control the specular. Okay, cool. All right, so we just created our master. So we're gonna add more things here. So let's put a texture here so that we can take the error, okay, take it off. Let's see. Windows, content browser 1. Okay, let's see this. Cool. Let's apply it here. And apply this one as well. And also apply in this last one. Okay, let's apply it. This material, this master material. We're gonna add more parameters here, okay? You will see that we will have to do some adjustments, okay? But for now, it's okay. Our master is created. That is in black here, okay? There is no problem. It is with the vis texture. Let's create an instance of this. Let me put the name wood. We can put this here. Wood 01. Okay, let's call it like this. Let's save it. And let's try to find a texture that looks like this texture of the reference, okay? So let's access the site of Quixel. Okay, we're not gonna access here yet the Quixel bridge, okay, because we're gonna learn about this after in the other classes. All right, so let's do it in a manual way so that we can practice and we can learn, okay? And after we can use the automatic ways, okay, to do it. So let's access the site of Quixel. Okay, let's go here, quixel.com, or you can go to Google and you type Quixel. All right, products. Okay, let's see here. We want surfaces of wood. Okay, in the real you have the Quixel bridge. Okay, that already brings the assets here and send there to you. Okay, but we're gonna do it here in a manual way. Okay, and after we can learn the automatic ways. Okay, look, I'm here with our reference. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this shade here, you know, to make it looks very similar. Okay, so I'm gonna search a wood here that looks similar to the shade of our wood. Okay, let's see this one. No. Let me see another shade of wood that is more similar. And even if it's not 100% similar, oh look, maybe this one. Let me see. I'm looking at the other monitor, okay, here. Let me see. Let's see. This one. What about this one? I think it's floor as well. But that's not what we want. Let's see if we have something else. I think this one. Let's log in with an account in Epic Games to have access to the assets of Quixel in a free way. Okay. Users of Epic Games of Unreal Engine, they have free access to all the assets here. Okay. So if you have an account of Epic Games, that is actually the same that you used to download the Epic Games launcher in Unreal Engine 5, you have access to all the assets of Quixel in a free way, okay? What about this one? This one, it looks... well, we can download and see if that's gonna work. 8K, that resolution is really high. So let's put in 4K, okay? I think 4K is cool. Let's go to settings. Here in settings, we can see what is the type of texture that we can find. As it in asset, look, we don't need the lots. As it is a texture, we need this albedo, normal, yeah. Displacement, we don't need this. Ambient occlusion, no. Specular, yes. And fuzz, I don't believe we need this. Okay. All right, let's get back here and download it. All right, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this in Piano House, texture. Let's save in Quixel. Yeah. Wood. Okay. Let's show in the folder. Okay. And let's extract this. Let's delete this one. So our HD is gonna be more free. Let's test this texture here. Look. Well, I don't think that's gonna be good, but we can see that. Just in case we can find another one on the internet. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be good. Let me see. I'm gonna take to Unreal. It's importing. Yeah. I think that's not gonna be that good, but we can try it. Let's see if it's gonna be a good texture. Materials. Wood. That is the master that we created. Okay. Let's open the instance of our wood. Look at this. But it's not activated the parameters here. Okay. So let's activate them. Oops. Wood. Master. Let's convert to parameter. Let's call it texture. Base color. This next one here is the specular. Convert to parameter. Texture. Base color. Oh, oops. Texture. Specular. Next one is the roughness. Right button. Convert to parameter. Texture. Roughness. And the last one, convert to parameter, texture, normal. Okay, let's apply it. Perfect. Instance, look, it has activated. Okay, I have the options here. Okay, let me adjust. All right, textures, base color. You can check these options here. Normal here, roughness, and roughness here, and specular. Oops, let's put the gloss there in the specular here. Let's put the gloss right here. Yeah. Okay, cool. We have a material here. Let's adjust some parameters here. Okay, metallic or not. Let's put 1 here. Intensity of the normal, 0. Look at this. Yeah, that's our texture. Let's apply it, the instantiated material, in our object. Look, that's the one. Let's see what we can. Let me see the reference here. Look at this. It's a darker material. And the problem are these tiles here. But you can see that they have some variation here. The reflection, the roughness. Okay, look at this. That's for sure. It's not that similar. Okay, it's darker here. And let's see. Let's increase the tile a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna increase this. Material, it's the shaded material. Look at this. I'm gonna increase this. Look. So the problem is that let me see. We have these little holes here. I'm gonna try to search on Google. Okay. Or in my personal files here. A wood texture. Okay. Okay, so when I find it, I'm gonna let you know, and you will be able to download it. Okay. Okay. I found this in my files. A texture that I think that's gonna be better to use. Okay, I'm gonna select this. Okay, here in my other PC, and I'm gonna leave the link for you so that you can download these textures. Okay, I'm gonna leave here in the link of the description. Okay, and you can download and you can follow the studies with me. Okay. All right, these are the textures: base color, normal, and roughness. Okay, these 3 here. Let's see. Let's go there. Materials. Wood material. Let's put base color. Look, let's change it. Base color. The orientation isn't good. It is wrong. So let's say normal, roughness, and the same texture in the specular. Look, we have here a little bit of variation, but it is in a low resolution. Okay, it is in 2048 for 2048. It'll be better 4K. Okay, and the orientation is wrong. Let's learn how to create a node okay, so that we can rotate the texture. Let's get back to our master. Okay, our master. I can access my instance here and goes here. I can open the master. So let's go there. Look at this. We know that inside this UV is where I can adjust the textures. Okay. Then we can put the coordinate of the texture, multiply for the value, and that's gonna go to the UV channel of our object. Okay, so let's turn it off, this node. All right, let me put this here. Okay, and let's create a node called custom rotator. Okay, this node is responsible to store or change the repetition of UV, and also for rotating our texture. Let's put here a constant of a vector. Let's convert to parameter. Let's call it texture rotator. Okay. Let's put 0.25. Yeah, you will understand the reason of this there in our material. Let's see. Let's apply it. But before that, let's distribute to the others textures, okay, as well. If everything makes sense, we have a coordinate here of texture that is being multiplied for a constant. Okay, it's gonna take this value and it's gonna multiply there, and that's sending this result here inside here, and it's processing the rotation, the angle of the rotation of this texture that is controlled for a scale converted to parameter, and that's gonna show up in my material instance. And all of these are being distributed to the UV channels of my texture. Let's apply it and let's see if that's working. Look at this. Yeah, that it has rotated. Look, the instance of the material. Let's see. Oh, it is in the wrong place. Let me see. Okay, let me open the instance of the material. It is already here. Look at this. It has shown another parameter here. As you can see, texture rotator. We can change it, you know. As you can see, we can rotate this texture here. Interesting, right? 0 is like this, horizontal, and like this, vertical, like this, horizontal. Okay, from 25 to 25 to 25 degrees, you know. As you can see, let me rotate a little bit here. Okay, let's put like 0.25. It's in vertical. Now we can adjust our texture. Let me see our reference. Okay, let me put the camera 12. Remember, let's see our reference. Look at this. Our reference. Almost like that. Yeah, almost. A little bit similar. Well, basically, we have to leave it more brighter, okay? But don't worry about it. After, we're gonna work on that during the process. Okay, let's see this. Let's change this 0.30, I guess. I think that's too much. 0.35. Let's see. I think it's good, yeah, for now. Alright, let's adjust some parameters now. Let's find a way to make it brighter. Let's get back there to our material, to master material. And by using this, let's learn a new strategy, a new thing. By using this strategy here, I can multiply here what is getting out here for something here, and then I can get the result here, the base color, and I can multiply for something, and before to get there in our material, I'm going to send there. I can multiply, for example, for a constant of a vector. Okay, I can multiply everything that is coming here. I can multiply here for a constant. Okay, that I'm going to convert to parameter, and I can actually call it of base color intensity. Okay, all right. So through this node, I can increase or decrease the bright of the texture as an editor. Okay, so let's suppose we want go ahead more. I want to take it off the saturation, for example. I could do it. Look, and you can see the result here, the saturation. All right, for a constant, a vector here that I'm gonna call it desaturation, for example. Okay, so yeah, basically I can increase or decrease the saturation here, or the bright there. Okay, so we can create what we want. Okay, for example, we can increase or decrease the contrast or the bright, you know. So yeah, we can create the parameters that we want, okay, that we need. All right, so let's save this and let's understand what's happening here. I have a coordinate here of texture that is understanding the UV, and it's taking this coordinate, multiplying here for a constant, and it's sending this result here, and it's doing nothing here. It is just using the custom rotator to rotate my texture for a constant here. It is taking all of these and distributing to the textures. That is about the mapping of this, okay, the repetition and rotation. Okay, cool. And it's taking and sending the result directly there in the channels, okay? Exception this, that is taking the texture, the result, and sending here. And this node has the function to adjust the normal, the intensity, and it's taking the intensity of the normal and multiplying for a constant and sending the result to the normal. Getting back to the base color, taking the result here, starting here, sending here a multiplier that is being a multiplier that multiplies for a constant, for a parameter that I can put as a constant here, and I take the result and send to the base color. Okay, let's apply it, and let's see there in our material instance. Let me close it here. Okay, let's see our reference here. Look at this. Let's take our instance. Look, we have one parameter here. Let's increase this parameter. Look at this. Look. It's increasing the bright or decreasing the bright. It depends. Well, because it's taking the result and it's multiplying the results. Okay, this way we can adjust the bright of the textures. Okay, you can adjust, for example, a contrast contrast, or the saturation, you know. So really good. That's really good. That's really cool. Look at this. This is almost our texture. Yeah, I can a little more like this. Look at this. Really good. Really nice, right? And looks like it needs a little more contrast. Maybe in the, let's see, in the camera 12. Let's increase the contrast. Global contrast. I mean, 1.1. Let's see. Look at this. The saturation, let me change it a little bit. 0.8 maybe. 0.9 maybe. 1.0, 1.5, 0.5. Maybe more darker there. Well, let's see. Let's change this number here to see. Let's see. No. 1.75. Yeah, maybe. Let's increase the intensity of the normal. We have this relief in the wood. Let's see. So we can adjust this number here. Okay. Let's see. Let's verify if it's distributing the right way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Cool. Yeah, nice. It looks like we are missing some yellow in the scene. The temperature is hotter, I guess. So let's see. Let's see. Global temperature. Yeah, temperature. Let's decrease this a little bit. Actually, let's increase this. Okay, I think this number. Yeah, meanwhile, we have a little yellow here. This reflection comes from the wood that is behind this scene, this wood here. So we're gonna paint this here with the texture that we just created, with the material that we just created. Okay, so just to make it better a little bit. So let's see. Materials. Let me put it here. Look. The orientation would be different, but that's simple to solve. Let's duplicate. We invert here to 0 and send to there. Okay. Yeah, we made it right. Let's get back to the camera. Okay, look at this. Yeah, cool. Now it's really beautiful. Yeah, 0.3. Yeah, more or less like this. After we can make some variation for this material. Look at this. We're getting to the scene, like it's getting very similar. Okay, we can decrease the specular of this couch. More darker maybe. We can add a node there where we control the intensity of the texture as we did in the wood. Multiply here, base color, a constant. Look, we are making the materials more complete. I'm gonna call it base color intensity. Okay. Let's leave it like 1. That is the standard value. Let's apply it. Cool. All right. Let's see, now we have the base color intensity. We can increase or decrease. Okay, look, the color that is in the base color, you know, so that's really awesome, right? Let me increase the specular again, more polished, so that's gonna look more similar to the reference. Look at this, and we're getting there. It's getting similar, a little more brighter, I guess. The exposure a little bit, a little more maybe. Let's see. It is with minus 7.5. We put in the camera of post process. So let's put minus 7.0 here. Let's see. Now we have to work on the material here and the material of the floor. Minus 6. No, minus 7. Yeah. We're almost getting there in the result. Cool. Yeah, that's really cool. So I'm gonna finish this class. We learned a lot of things, okay, about nodes and everything. So now we're gonna get our material more elaborated, okay? So let's save all, okay? I'm gonna leave here probably, you already download the texture below. If you didn't do it, okay? Let's finish this class here, okay? Because it's too long. Let me see here. Yeah, that's it. 0.05, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to finish this class here. Let me see. I'm gonna close the Unreal file, and I'm gonna make it available for you in the next class. This class you can download the files of textures, and in the next class you're gonna download of this file here of Unreal, how it is, okay? In case you have some problem, you can follow from this file here, okay? There will be adjustments that we're gonna do, okay? But we are in the way, okay? So don't worry about it. And actually here it looks a little more blue, I guess. Maybe, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Save all. Yeah, see you in the next class.